Making their demands known on college campuses, protesters calling for divestment in Israeli organizations. Police have had to get involved now to end escalating violence and clear out school buildings. At Columbia University in New York, protesters were removed overnight. Classes there will be remote for the rest of the semester. And at UCLA, dueling demonstrations overnight between two different groups. Classes there canceled today, and some protests have stayed peaceful, including one set up at Sacramento State. The encampment there in the Library Quad has been growing. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gulston Dark. I'm
Lisa Gonzalez. We've got team coverage of the impact these protests are having on campuses and students from across the country and closer to our region. We begin with KCRA 3's Orko Manna. He is on the Sacramento State campus, and Orko, protesters have some safety measures today.
Yeah, there was some thought that there was going to be a major protest here. So these metal barricades have been put up all along the outside of the encampment this morning as a precaution. But so far we haven't really seen a major event here. And the students out here, the student protesters, have been in this encampment for 3 days now since Monday. And I'm told the group inside has grown to about 60 people. They want their voices to be heard loud and clear.
I mean, this is a beautiful display of community.
It's day 3 of this pro-Palestinian protest at Sacramento State. But new today are these metal barricades surrounding the encampment at the Library Quad. The barricades given to protesters by university officials.
Admin did get word of a counter-protest, and so the students got together this morning, really had a discussion about it, and we agreed that the barricades would be really essential to fight off the counter-protesters.
This is personal for many here who call themselves the Students for Justice in Palestine.
I'm Palestinian, so for me, I'm constantly having to audition essentially to people on why I should be alive and why my people should be alive.
Signs fill the encampment as discussions with the university about protesters' demands are ongoing. Those demands include disclosing all institutional expenditures, defending student activism, declaring the occupation of Palestine illegal, and divesting from companies that participate in the occupation, colonization, and ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people.
We did provide a list of military contracts and Israeli companies that we want to see divested from.
Sac State officials tell KCRA 3 that university leaders have been talking to the students, but they will not be sharing their response at this time.
It's horrible. It's a horrible thing what they want them to do.
Rabbi Mendel Cohen, director of Chabad of Greater Sacramento, says he does not agree with the demands, but he understands there are passionate people on both sides.
Everyone has a right to protest, as long as it's civil and it's understanding, but not to get like it's in Columbia University.
Sac State says it's monitoring the encampment to make sure it remains safe and follows campus policy. The university also extended its approval of the encampment to beyond May 1st.
So it seems like they support us. However, us as students in a community, we're very steadfast for Gaza. At the end of the day, this isn't about us. This is about Gaza. We have been witnessing a genocide for the past 200 days. This is the least we could do, so deadline or not, we would have been here.
Now, the student protesters here tell me they plan to stay at this encampment until the CSU Board of Trustees and the Chancellor meet their demands. Reporting live at Sacramento State, Orko Manna, KCRA 3 News.
So, Orko, at Sacramento State, have there been any issues at their protest site?
Yeah, so far, despite the warnings and the barricades, we haven't seen any major issues. Some student protesters tell us that yesterday there was one person, an agitator, who they describe as a white supremacist who was getting into people's faces. That calmed down, and they tell me that they're also trained in de-escalation techniques, so they're ready for anything if it does arise. But again, so far, that major counter-protest that was a concern earlier has not materialized tonight. Back to you.